Hey guys, this is Pin Binning from DGN Driving School, and today we have another mock test. Before we get started with the mock test, anybody who wants to save time and money on driving lessons needs to watch this.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons.
So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
Ultimate Driving course honestly was a breath of fresh air. It had all the videos that covered all the topics and they got straight to the point.
So before my driving test, I was very nervous. After doing the course, I felt a lot more confident on the road. I felt like I'd learnt like a few tricks that I didn't necessarily pick up from my instructor, so I had a couple of other things in the bag, which is good.
For those of you who are watching for the first time, just to let you know that the learners that turn up here are not my students, so they're not having driving lessons with me. They're meeting me for the first time and they just want their driving assessed, so we're going to carry out a mock driving test and basically see if they're ready for their driving test or not. If they're not, we'll find out what mistakes and what areas they need to improve on. So today we have Adam. So Adam, if you could tell us a bit about your driving, please. So how many lessons, etc.?
Yeah, so far I've had 17 lessons, all 2 hour lessons, so about 34 hours in total. Yeah, I've gone driving a few times with my parents as well, so like it's probably a good few hours on that as well. And right now, I think I'm getting to the point of nearly there. No, I don't think I'm quite there yet, but I think I might be there soon, and I'm hoping to be able to pass before my 18th, so
okay,
I've got a couple of months really.
Cool. Have you got your test booked yet?
Not yet, but I'm trying to get it booked as soon as possible.
Cool. So is there any areas in your driving which you think need improvement or you're not 100% on?
Yeah, I think my weakest point at the moment is like the maneuvers, like specifically the reverse bay parks. I'm not good at those at all at the moment.
Cool. Alright, so obviously we're going to do one manoeuvre. You only get one manoeuvre on your driving test, yeah? Okay, we'll carry out one manoeuvre today. You've seen the videos before, so any faults you do make, I won't point them out as you're doing them, but obviously for the purpose of the video they will be talked about just before, and any serious driving faults being red text, any normal driving faults will be in amber text,
yeah.
Okay, any questions before we get started?
Yes, one actually. Just like if my glasses start fogging, am I allowed to just pull over just to adjust my mask, just stop that happening?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, as long as it's a safe place where you pull up,
Yeah.
Even on your actual driving test. If you have any kind of issue like that, pull up. Because that's what you do if you're driving normally. So if you had any kind of issue, you would pull up, sort yourself out, and then move off,
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right then, so we're going to be following some signs.
Yeah.
Doing some independent driving, like on your test, the examiners can make you follow signs or follow a sat nav. Won't be following the sat nav today. We'll be doing some sign following. Okay. And guys, just to let you know, Adam is not from this area, so he's never driven in Wolverhampton before. So it's a new area, and he's never driven this car before either. Okay. So it's not going to be easy.
It's not.
Cool. Have you been through the show me, tell me questions?
Briefly. But, I'm getting there with them, like briefly got it.
So the examiner's going to ask you a tell me question at the start of the test. So the question I want you to answer is, could you tell me what the minimum tread depth of the tyres is required and how you check the condition of the tyre is safe?
So the tread depth is 1.6 millimeters.
Good.
And isn't it you check it with the, what's it called? It was the pressure gauge, something like that. Oh, I might be wrong there.
Yeah, you do check the tyre pressure with that, but how do you check, by looking at the tyre, how do you check that the general condition of the tyre is safe?
Well, you'll look for any scratches or bumps off or down the sides of the tyres.
That'll do, yeah. That'll do. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, Adam, if you could move off, please.
Yep.
When moving off from a parked position, you should check all around, including both blind spots. Adam carries out good observations before moving off. This left turn, Adam does really well. He checks the correct mirrors and uses the correct gear and speed.
Turn left, please.
I like how he has covered the brake pedal as he approaches the turning. After taking his foot off the clutch, Adam places his foot directly under the clutch pedal. It's best to place your foot on the footrest to the left. This is because if I have to use the pedals on my side, the clutch on Adam's side would also go down and his foot could get caught. Adam approaches his turning well, but stops too far back from the giveaway markings, and this restricts our view.
And at the end of the road, turn left. The traffic lights, turn right, please.
At these traffic lights, Adam makes his first serious driving fault. Adam notices the car ahead is turning right, so he decides to go. He didn't notice that there was a vehicle behind that was continuing straight ahead. It wasn't safe to go, so I had to intervene. So far, Adam's mirror checks have been brilliant. Again, he checks the correct mirrors before and after overtaking these parked vehicles.
Now, Adam, I'd like you to follow signs to Dudley for me, please.
Okay.
Adam approaches and enters the first roundabout well.
After this roundabout, there's another roundabout, yeah. And the signs are quite close, so Dudley's right again at the following roundabout.
Okay, thank you.
He exits onto the right-hand lane, which is good as we are turning right again at the following roundabout. On the approach to this roundabout, Adam positions to the left, slightly over the white line. When trying to move off, he rushes off the clutch pedal and stalls. Before exiting the roundabout, Adam carries out good mirror checks. It is safe to move over to the left, but he decides to exit onto the right hand lane. This is fine because he does move over to the left lane after exiting the roundabout. Now the speed limit is 50 miles per hour. Many linear drivers tend to build up speed too slow even though it's safe to do so. Adam makes good progress and isn't too slow. As we approach this roundabout, Adam didn't see the sign, so he asks. It's absolutely fine to ask for directions, even on your driving test, but make sure you do it early on. Adam asks when he's at the roundabout, which is too late. At this point, Adam is in the left-hand lane. So from this position, he can only go straight ahead or left. He's not signalling, so continuing straight ahead is the only option. Luckily for him, we are continuing straight ahead, so it's okay. But just imagine I wanted him to turn right at this roundabout. He can't do that from this position, as he would be marked as a serious driving fault. So if you do find yourself in this situation, it's best to stay quiet and just follow your lane. Remember, going the wrong way is not marked as a fault on the driving test.
I gotta be honest, I missed the sign. I don't know.
It's straight ahead.
Okay, thank you. I apologise for that.
No problem. And if you could now follow signs to Wolverhampton, please.
Yeah.
When turning right here, Adam makes a driving fault which could have easily turned into a serious fault. We have a choice of two lanes. It's best to select the left lane, so after the turning, you end up in the left lane, which is a normal driving lane. Adam positions in the right hand lane. This is fine, all he has to do is stick to the right hand lane and then after the turning, move over to the left lane when it's safe.
I should have gone in that lane, to be fair.
But after moving off, Adam drifts slightly into the left lane. Luckily there was no one next to us, otherwise this would have been a serious driving fault.
Second turning on the left, please. This is the first one.
Okay, yeah.
Second, just at these lights here.
This left turning Adam does well. He carries out the mirror signal maneuver routine in the correct order. During the driving test, you will be asked to park up and then move off around 3 times. Just make sure you park in a safe place and move off using good observations. Adam does this well.
Park up anywhere safe on the left, please. Thank you, and move off when you're ready.
Yeah.
Here the gap is quite narrow because of the lorry. Adam decides to continue, which is okay, but he should have selected first gear sooner.
At the end of the road, turn right please.
Adam shows good control at this uphill junction and doesn't roll back.
At the end of the road, turn right please.
At this junction, it's quite busy, and it takes a while before we find a suitable gap to emerge out. At one point, the vehicle on the left gives us way. I think this adds a bit of pressure, and Adam felt he took too long. He even apologizes after the turn. But he didn't really miss any opportunity. It wasn't safe, so it was fine to wait.
Apologies for how long that took.
Sorry?
Apologies for how long that took.
No problem.
As we approach this zebra crossing, Adam covers the brake pedal. It's good that he noticed the crossing, but there was no need to slow down as it was clear. At these traffic lights, we are continuing straight ahead. The lights are green, so Adam should continue. He slows down too much. In this situation, we have priority, so there's no need to slow down as much as he did.
Which way am I turning?
Straight ahead. So if you don't say anything, continue straight on please.
Okay.
Okay Adam, keep going please. Keep going.
Coming up is the part where Adam thought he had killed a pigeon. Adam sees a pigeon in the road and reacts like most drivers would. He begins to slow down and brakes harder as he gets closer. It's okay to do this as long as it's safe, meaning that you've assessed the situation behind. And there was a vehicle behind which also had to slow down, but it wasn't too close. So initially I wasn't going to mark this as a serious driving fault, but I changed my mind because of our conversation at the end of the test. Adam admitted that he had no idea of the situation behind.
Did I just hit a bird? Did I just hit a bird?
Keep going please. Carry on. Face right please into the car park.
Now we're entering a car park in which I'll ask Adam to carry out the reverse bay parking maneuver. Adam does make a serious fault whilst doing this maneuver.
continue straight on from there. If you could turn right here, please, now. And I'd like you to carry out the reverse bay park into any one of these bays here, please. Yeah, so you can stop about here and reverse into any one of those bays, please.
As you can see, it's a busy car park, so it's important to carry out good observations. Adam starts off with excellent observations, looking all around. He's doing really well, keeping at a good slow pace and observing well before our vehicle swings out. Adam isn't happy with his positioning, so decides to readjust, which is fine.
A bit off.
But when reversing, he doesn't carry out all-round observations. He does this at both times he readjusts, so this would be a serious fault. Remember, it's fine to readjust during any maneuver, but always make sure you carry out good observations before readjusting.
So I'll just do one more adjustment.
Okay, thank you. And if you could drive out of here now, please.
Okay. Do I turn that way or that way?
So you can go this way and then turn left, just the way that we came in. The traffic lights turn left.
This time, Adam doesn't hesitate at the traffic lights and does well. These two lanes are merging into one, so it's important to check the centre and right mirror to look out for anyone that may be overtaking. Adam doesn't check any mirrors at all. There was no danger, so the examiner may mark this as a minor driving fault, but as many of you know, I'm always extra harsh when marking these faults. If there's a fault on these mock tests that could be marked as a serious fault, then I'll mark it down as a serious fault. This way, there is much less chance of you guys making this fault on your actual driving test. There is a bus in front which begins to slow down to stop at the bus stop. We're on a dual carriageway and the right hand lane is clear, so it's safe to change lanes and continue to overtake. But Adam stays in the left lane, which means he has to slow down. He could have moved into the right hand lane a lot sooner. Adam holds back in a good position when waiting for this lorry. Now I'm going to ask Adam the show me question, which he does correctly.
And if you could show me how to wash your front windscreen, please. Thank you. And park up on the left, please.
Now we are back at the test centre. Let's find out what Adam thought about his driving.
Okay, and switch off the engine, please. Isn't that went, Adam?
Well, I definitely failed.
What one?
Well, I failed nearly instantly when you had to take over, like at the crossroads. There was a vehicle coming. You had to stop us, obviously.
Yeah.
So obviously that would have been a serious fault. So instant fail there.
Why do you think I went for the brake?
Because the vehicle was coming towards us.
Yeah, there was a vehicle in front of that vehicle that was turning right to our left, yeah? But there was another vehicle behind it which was continuing straight on.
I see.
Okay, so just make sure you assess and judge the vehicles behind that as well, yeah?
Yeah.
A bit similar to, like, you know, when we were emerging out, at that time when you said to me, oh, sorry for how long that took.
Yeah.
You didn't really miss many gaps there at all. I think there's maybe one that we could have taken, but you know, when vehicles are signalling to turn in, if there's vehicles behind them, keep an eye on them because they could easily overtake that vehicle. Yeah. And by the time you pull out, you could slow them down.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't rush. If you see one vehicle signaling, don't just try and rush out. That was fine at that junction, yeah. But obviously, there, that was your first serious, like you said, almost instantly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff to your driving. Yeah, okay. Gear changing, even your hills you dealt with well. First time you've driven this car. Yeah, mirrors are decent as well. Just make sure like sometimes you do miss, you know, when you're stopping and starting again, your side mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a couple of times you could have built at your speed a lot quicker on the dual carriageways.
Yeah, I agree,
Be careful of that. The other serious one, did you notice anything else?
Well, there's one time when I started slowing down at the green lights and you were telling me just keep going.
Yeah. So you were you're a bit confused of which way to go. Yeah. So I did mention in time though, because you asked me early on, well, which way am I going? I said continue straight on. If you don't say anything, just continue straight on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when we got to the light, you started braking and checking the sides. It's good to be alert and have a glance. Yeah. But who's got priority there?
Me.
Yeah. Okay, and you could be holding up the traffic behind, so you can't slow down that much there, yeah. So that was a serious fault there for hesitation, yeah. And then after that, with the Pigeon, what happened there?
Well, I saw the Pigeon.
Yeah.
And it just didn't move out the way, so I just tried to stop the vehicle and I didn't know what to do in that situation, to be honest.
Yeah. Was anyone behind us?
I think there wasn't there? Was there?
See, that's the reason why I'm going to give you a serious fault for that now. Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
The first thing you're doing in any kind of in those kind of situations, yeah. Obviously, not saying it's okay to run over something, a pigeon or animal, yeah.
Yeah.
But the first thing you've got to do is notice the risk behind. Yeah. If there's someone following you quite close behind, are they? Had that guy seen that pigeon on the road?
Yeah.
So they won't know there's something in our way there. All they can see from behind is that there's no traffic ahead. So obviously we didn't signal. There was a junction there and a petrol station. We didn't signal to turn in anywhere. Yeah. So would they be expecting you to slow down suddenly?
No.
What could happen if you hit the brake like you did there?
They can crash in the back of us.
Yeah. Obviously, if there's no one behind you, or there's a safe distance, it's fine to do. Yeah, it's fine to slow down, but you've got to assess that situation at that time, which you didn't do.
Yeah.
Okay. You get that, yeah?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Good. Then the bay parking. You did say your reverse bay park isn't the best, hence why I made you do it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're in a car park as well. Quite a busy car park as well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine to readjust the amount of times you did, yeah?
Yeah.
But each time you readjusted, okay, like you've seen me mention in the other videos, what's the most important thing?
Checking around you.
Checking all around you. You weren't checking all around. You had a quick glance in one of the side mirrors. Yeah.
Okay.
All around is all your observations again, even at the back.
Yeah.
So before readjusting, all your checks. If you're reversing, you've got to be looking at it there, and they weren't.
you weren't doing the checks. You'll watch back in the video, you'll notice you weren't looking around, that was all.
Yeah.
So that was a serious fault for the observations there.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then towards the end, there was a point where there were 2 lanes and they were merging into one. And so we're in the left-hand lane. And at that point where they merge into one, what should you do before that? Do you know?
Check mirrors and signal.
Not signal, mirrors.
No.
You just needed your mirrors there, yeah. Okay, you're in the left lane and the right lane, they're both merging together, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody could have been overtaken, say for instance a motorcycle. At that point it's really important to check your mirrors. There were signs telling you, the road markings telling you, yeah, of the road narrowing, yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't check any mirrors there. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, the examiners can mark that down as a serious fault. Yeah, so examiners may let you off, okay, because there was no one around at that point. Yeah, but at that point you must check your mirrors. Yeah, you've got to be aware that 2 lanes are merging into one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should have checked your centre and right mirror there, and you didn't check it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but these faults, to be honest, easily you can sort them out. Yeah, in no time. It's nothing that's going to need loads and loads of practice. I'd say go through a few more crossroads, and because you made 2 serious faults on crossroads. One was hesitation, one was trying to go when there was an oncoming vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The roundabouts we did, they were decent. Yeah, just be careful about sticking to your lane. Yeah, sometimes you're drifting over to the other lane just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And at one point, you know, when remember that part after we finished the roundabouts, you were in the right hand lane. You had a choice of 2 lanes. You said, "Oh, I should have been in that lane." Yeah. It's not an issue. Yeah, because afterwards you did move back to the left. Yeah. Okay, but you know, we moved off at the light. You were in the right hand lane, so it's very important to stick to your right hand lane. What you did was, as you're going around the bend, you went over to the left about that much.
Okay.
Yeah. Luckily, there was no one on our left hand side. Yeah, if there was, I would have to grab the steering and move you over. When we moved off at the lights, there was a lorry, but the lorry moved off a lot slower than us. So at that point at the bend, when you drifted over, there was no one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, that could have easily been a serious fault. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you have selected the right lane, make sure you stick to it. And and then when it's safe to do so, move back over. And another thing, when you said to me, I missed the sign. Yeah. So we're in the left-hand lane now. Yeah. We've reached a roundabout, and you said I missed the sign, and I've said to you we're going straight ahead. Yeah. What if I said to you we're turning right? What would you have done then?
Honestly, I think I would have just started going the wrong way.
Exactly. So at that point, it's too late to ask. It's fine to ask if you ask beforehand. Yeah. Okay, but if you're there at that point, you should be like, okay, I'm in the left-hand lane. This lane goes straight to left. I've got no left signal on, so I'm going to continue straight ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're on your test in that kind of situation, the safest thing to do is go the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I said to you, the sign that we're following is to the right, and you'd gone right from the left-hand lane, that'd have been a serious driving fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying there? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Good. So that's it. Adam, thank you so much for coming down to do the mock test. Hopefully it's helped you out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. And guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.